That's your shin bone. That's your tibia.
Hi.
Hi. Before you got here, I was showing Neil one of my bones is upset and popping out.
One of Sandra's bones is popping out of her knee.
So that's my day.
But I got a bone here, but apparently it's a different popping.
No, it's different. It's different.
My knees are working. Working knees.
Them's working knees.
Working knees. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
welcome.
everyone. Welcome to Cult Show Near Dark.
Near Dark Cult Show.
Yep.
It's getting dark.
The episode.
It's Friday, right? It's Friday. We are here together.
Shouldn't the movie have been called Near Light?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Because they were always freaking out about the dawn.
They were freaking out about the dawn. And they had bad time management, if you ask me.
Terrible time management. None of these people even owned a fucking Apple Watch.
Jesus criminy freaking vampires.
They have those.
Hey, welcome to the Cult Show. We're here together in the basement.
Yep.
And as Sandra mentioned, it is near dark.
You know what else is weird? Is we're like in a twilight betwixt your birthday and Caleb's birthday.
That's true.
It's like so close you can taste it.
I hate being betwixt. By the way, have I ever told you that?
We want birthdays at all times.
Betwixt. Caleb, how's it going over there?
I'm here.
You're here. You made it.
I'm here, just waiting for my birthday. It's
As
like,
we
it's
are.
medieval times right now, as far as I'm concerned. It's,
Medieval time, like the restaurant.
No, like the Dark Ages.
Oh,
like,
the medieval times performers, they get paid nothing, and they're trying to like get raises and like, we gotta support them.
As they should.
They're like the only knights still working like in our country. So we, give them money. They sort of.
I would be the
Support
Green
your
Knight for
knight.
free. I would be the Green Knight for free.
Scott, don't say that. You're hurting the cause.
I didn't even know that was still a thing. I thought they were gone.
No, it's a major thing, and they're trying to be vocal about it, and I'm amplifying
There
those
you go.
voices.
So go support your local knight.
Knighthood.
Your local wench. Beer wench. That's my job. I'll be the beer wench.
Yeah.
I'll bring you
Because you can't even be near
Oh, so
beer.
you're gonna take that from me?
No, Caleb.
Take everything from me. Son
You
of
are
a
a
bitch.
mighty steed, Caleb.
No. Okay. Well, I guess I'm getting ridden then. So.
And I'm gonna be the falcon, and I'm gonna wear a little falcon cap.
Screech.
Yeah.
Speaking of screeching, who's joining us today?
Lots of screeching going on.
Hope I'm not screeching.
All right, so of
Yeah,
course
right,
we
right.
have to point out someone very, very near and dear to our hearts.
Jesus.
So, our man behind the curtain, producer Scott.
Oh, I said Jesus.
Yes.
He's not here.
Who?
Jesus.
He's in our hearts.
Jesus is betwixt.
Betwixt.
And then we also have the Reverend Michael B. So
Michael
True.
B.
That is true.
he can be your Jesus.
Hello,
How's that?
Michael.
My own personal Jesus.
Pod people of the future, listening in advance, in the future, not in advance.
Not in advance.
I don't even know.
I don't.
But we thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you, advanced in the future.
Yeah, thank you in advance.
Are they
in the future.
robots?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I'm just thinking about my birthday. So live in chat tonight, we've got Miss Movie Buff Laura, who also has a birthday coming up.
It's another birthday.
Laura on
Betwixt.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday.
Almost birthday buddy. Mindy, horror movie addict, is
Not
with
her
us.
birthday.
Hello, Mindy.
Yes, not Mindy's
Very
birthday.
birthday.
Do you know who else it isn't their birthday? Mark Vision's Truth, who is also with us in chat.
Do we know that for sure?
No.
We don't.
Is it your birthday?
No.
Is it everyone's birthday?
This one I know.
Yeah.
It is not their birthday. Space Face Macy.
Oh, hello,
No.
Space Face.
Yeah, not birthday.
We've also got Tommy Levette. Probably not.
Tommy's birthday.
No, probably not the birthday. No,
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Hi, Tommy.
And then we've got the Bits, the Gory Bits.
Oh my goodness, gory.
And I don't think it's Gory Bits' birthday either. But
Yes, Caleb is a Pisces. Neil is an Aquarius.
Yep. I'm a water
This is
person.
The dawning of the age of Aquarius.
The age, yes.
So cheers.
Cheers to all
Those
the birthday
birthdays.
people in
Happy-
the chat.
Happy birthday.
and all the unbirthday people out there. I'm a fish.
Fabulous fish.
You're a
Caleb's
fish.
a fine fish.
That's why I'm so wishy-washy.
because I'm a wishy-washy fish. Let's talk about some things
Uh-oh.
All right.
that I'd like to share.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I watched Infinity Pool since last we spoke.
Okay.
You like it?
I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I'm not like, absolutely obsessed. I would like to see it again. It's one of those where you kind of like, I want to see that again. Because you're like making some connections. I feel bad that I know it underperformed, but it's like art housey.
Yeah.
It's not like, right now in Ant-Man season, it's not where it should be. Not among the ants. We love a crony.
But I mean, Cronenbergs have traditionally underperformed. You know what I mean? It's
This
kind
is
of
the
like
son of the crone.
that's what I'm saying.
Any
I mean,
crone.
all the crones, typically don't score well at the box.
Yeah, it sucks.
That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means people don't go.
Or maybe it'll find its audience later.
Yes.
Or that.
And it was kind of fun because there was only a few of us, a handful of us in the theater. So afterwards we had a group discussion.
Oh, did you?
So it was kind of cute. Let's
even with strangers?
Yeah,
Okay,
strangers.
cool.
It was just
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was let's unpack this.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of adorable.
No, that's awesome.
I think I'm caught up on the Last of Us television program. Neil said that he was watching it, and I was like, oh, I don't think I get that channel. And then Scott's like, no, we do. I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. And so then we watched
Which one?
Last of Us. It's
Oh.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have the streaming HBO, like HBO Junior or whatever. So I like that program. Never played the game. Don't
neither.
care to.
Okay.
But I love the cast, and I think it's really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And somebody who loves mushrooms and
Yeah.
fungus, I feel very seen.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are your zombies. The mushroom men.
The mushroom people. Something I wanted to share. Did you guys know that when they filmed Megan, they actually made it rated R? And then, as they even said, the suits made them cut it down to PG-13.
Ah.
So, coming out this month, I think it's this month, or it might be in March. I don't know. Check that. Megan, the original way it's supposed to be, kind of like unrated, rated R, is going to be on Blu-ray and digital.
Okay.
Isn't
Cool.
that awesome?
That is.
I want to see her in all her glory.
Yes.
Because I loved her, but... And last, but certainly least... Knock at the Cabin.
No.
So I love the book, big fan of the book. Scott and I both. Now I know you can't compare the book and the movie. The book's always going to be better. I just want to say the movie I don't think was bad. I thought it was a really well acted movie. I love the cast. I love Dave Bautista. I love Jonathan Groff. It wasn't a bad movie, but I have much disappoint. There's some pretty big changes
Yeah.
that I think almost like doesn't make the movie make sense. I don't know, man. It's kind of like if you're gonna make changes that are so big, maybe write original IP and not try to adapt something. I don't know, because I do like some creative changes in adaptation, because I don't want to see just a shot for shot of the
but
book.
sometimes they have to be changed, and I'm not saying this is the case. I haven't read it.
Sure. Sometimes
I
it
saw the
has to be
movie. I
changed.
liked the movie, but
Yeah.
it
wasn't
I
bad.
can't compare it to anything.
But I just was a little disappointed.
Yeah. But
So-
talking to some people now about it, it sounds like whoa, okay. Well, I wonder why they did do that then.
Yeah. So we'll discuss it.
Anyway.
That's all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right. So last time we were here, Neil told us about a movie. He thought it might be on a certain channel, and he was correct. I am, of course, talking about The English, which is on
the
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
The English, the Amazon.
I finished it. I like this show a lot.
So it's a show or a movie?
It's a show.
Okay.
6 episodes are like an hour long each, so
I thought it was 8.
it's doable.
Did you skip 2?
Caleb skipped
Maybe.
two?
Maybe that's why it made more sense. No. I would say this is like a fucked up
Sorry.
Alice in Wonderland. Like, you go down this rabbit hole, she meets, I don't know, the Hatter and, you know, the White Rabbit, and
Sure.
but I mean, it is fucking crazy. It's insane. And Neil is right. There is a bad guy in it who is absolutely brilliant. My one complaint is that he's just not in it enough.
Yeah.
I wanted so much more of him. So that was The English on Amazon Prime, starring Emily Blunt. I started Mayfair Witches, and I think like 4 or 5 episodes in on that. It's all right. It is not as good as Interview with the Vampire. I'm kind of regretting going back to back on that, but
Shit.
you know, maybe let some more time go in. Also, I started on Shudder In Search of Darkness, which is like this 5+ hour where they just talk about just all these different movies from the 80s. I don't know if they go beyond the 80s, but I mean, like I said, I'm on maybe hour 2 right
Is
now.
this the one that came out some years ago?
No, he's talking about part 3. It's part 3.
Oh, part 3. Okay, because I
Yeah.
was like, I think I've seen parts 1 and 2.
Okay.
But I'm not up. I guess I'm not present. I'm not current.
So yeah, it's a lot, but it's cool. I mean, I keep saying like, oh, I'm just gonna put it on for 20 minutes, and then, you know, like 45 minutes later, I'm like, okay, gotta stop, gotta go to bed.
Yep.
One of those things.
Yep.
Because they just keep on bringing up another movie to like, oh, I love this one. No, I love this one.
The hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay, so one of mine right here, Into Darkness Volume 3, I as well.
Okay.
So I made it through the whole thing.
oh really? Okay.
So it is 5+ hours. Yeah, and it's. I think a lot of it is the leftover interviews that they had done for 1 and 2. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That they then, I can make a whole 3rd episode out of this. And what I'll do is I'll eat up the rest of the time by actually going through year by year in the 80s, and I'll highlight 5 or 6 films
Oh, wow.
to, stretch it out, and then I'll pepper in my leftover interview pieces with it.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like to me. And the reason I say that is Jackie Kong is in that. It was in episode or volume 2,
Okay.
and she pops in number 3. So
And she didn't film. So,
correct.
Yeah.
And I was like talking to her. I'm like, oh, by the way, I saw you in part 3. She's like, what?
Oh, she
I'm like,
didn't even
okay.
know.
So they just reused,
So-
and Bill Lustig, other people got
Is
pieces.
that like good, or are you kind of like, meh?
No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's as I want to call it effective. Maybe it might be the wrong word as parts 1 and 2.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's again, it's someone showing you all these wonderful 80s horror films and the people who created them. So it's good for that. A lot of the films that they pick that they're highlighting are lesser known films, including Butcher Baker, Nightmare
Okay,
Maker.
I haven't
Candlestick maker.
gotten there yet.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean it's fun. And yeah, and it's like it took me, I don't know, probably 2 weeks to get through it.
Dang.
Yeah,
I
I've just
would
been
put it on.
So,
and,
yeah, those things do take time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other ones weren't that long. They weren't 5+ hours.
They were long, but they don't, I think
but
they
not
were like 3 hours.
Like 3 maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's fun. It's still fun on Shudder. It's always fun to check
Yeah.
those out for sure.
And I believe Gory Bits has his name in the credits.
I think I saw that actually too. Yeah, that must have been
What's up with that, Gory?
one of them fan. What do you call it?
I guess, yeah.
Kickstarter type thing or something
Yeah.
maybe.
Gory Bits, we need answers.
Come on, bits. Give us the bits. Okay. Let's see. There's another show. It's not horror related,
Oh, I don't care.
but I know. But it's called Letterkenny.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard of Letterkenny?
Just from you this week.
Oh, this week. That's right. Okay, I discovered it like on Monday, my wife and I, and we love it. It's hysterical. We think it's hysterical. So that's on Hulu. If you enjoy a show.
I can confirm it's on Hulu.
Hello.
Anyway, it's a crazy, odd little show. It's like 8 seasons or something of it though, surprisingly. But they're kind of quick.
From our
but-
friends up north.
Yeah, from the Canadians. I don't know what that accent was. It wasn't Canadian, but I don't know.
I liked it though.
Anyway,
It was like
what
the,
else?
The Down Under Canadians or something.
By way of Australia Canadians.
Those are the famous Down Under Canadians. Don't forget, guys, if you're available on Thursday nights, we recommend that you go to the Roxy movie theater in downtown Santa Rosa to check out the cult film series.
Yeah, what are you doing? Why aren't you there?
Why aren't you there? Damn it. March 2nd, by the way. Freeway. We're showing Freeway in California with a K. That's the Brad Pitt
And we're going to do Freeway on this show for Caleb's birthday picks, so there's really no reason for you not to come to the Roxy and do your homework.
There you go. And then on the 16th, Death Ship and Uninvited.
Not Ghost Ship.
Not Ghost Ship.
Death Ship.
Death Ship. You got it. And Uninvited, which is...
There's a cat in it.
There's a cat. Yes. Cat gets on a boat and goes crazy.
I mean, that sounds like a perfect film.
Who doesn't want to see it?
Yeah. We love cats.
We love the kitties. All right. And then finally, we must not forget that we would be betwixt if we did not say that the Cult Film Series is going to be on Creature Features this Saturday. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's tomorrow.
As in tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow?
So for all you advanced listening podcasters, we don't know when it's going to be for you guys. But anyway, on the the 18th of February, yes, you will see Caleb and I on there. Cassandra unfortunately said no; she didn't want to go, but
I couldn't make it.
she was dealing with a cat on a boat.
Yeah, I was on a cat cruise. No, I was just at work.
But
So
she was working.
exciting.
But Caleb and I ditched. We cut work.
Yeah.
So we took our tardy slips and intercepted the phone call at work. Called our parents, tell them we weren't there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so check out the Creature Features. We will be on there.
I hope so.
Hopefully we'll be on there. That's true. I guess they could have cut us. Just
Fuck all this.
screw those guys. Those fucking guys.
Fucking guys.
All right, and we have our one subscriber who admitted to being on the show.
Kinkin.
Kinkin.
I love that name.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you, Kinkin.
We've actually had a few subscribers.
But they're hiding from us.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
By the
okay.
way,
As they should.
as they should. On the Creature Features, by the way, Caleb and I made a proclamation.
Oh,
Can we
God.
call it a proclamation? We decreed?
We something.
We decried?
We politely asked.
No, we said that if we basically, it was said that if from because Jeff, not Jeff, but the people on the show. I don't want to open the curtain. Sorry,
name names.
I don't want to do that. But
It's too late.
Vincent, what's his name? Vincent, whatever, on
Yeah.
the show
Vincent
said
Kittens. Yep.
that if he gets 5,000 subscribers, if we get 5,000 subscribers because of his show, then Caleb and I, and you guys will do it too, of course, because you love us, are going to do a fire walk on Legos. So
What do you mean firewalk on Legos? Like melted Legos?
No, like, you walk over hot coals.
Like Tony
No,
Robbins
we're
style?
walking over Legos barefoot.
Oh, so the Legos
My
aren't on
childhood,
fire.
in essence.
I would hope not. That's like super toxic.
Well, you're the ones that said fire
No,
Legos.
we're just gonna walk on Legos.
I said
barefoot.
fire walk on Legos. Anyway,
I'm definitely working that day. Definitely
Yeah.
busy that day.
so yeah, we'll see what happens. That'll be fun.
Sure.
Anyway, that's it. I guess
it
we
will
should
be fun.
we should talk about a review.
Yeah, let's talk about Near Dark. Oh, live.
What happened to one or two?
We don't need one or
5
two.
seconds of black at the end of that
Oh,
video.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Neil.
Who made that clip? Near Dark.
Blame the creator.
Just blame the person that made it, why don't you? 1987's Near Dark, directed by Kathryn Bigelow. Happy Women in Horror Month. She also wrote it with Eric Red.
Not the red, just red.
Just Red,
Not a Viking.
as far as I know.
All right.
A small-town farmer's son reluctantly joins a traveling group of vampires after he is bitten by a beautiful drifter. That's what IMDb said. But isn't... Dad's a farmer, but he's also a vet, I think. He's a veterinarian?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so also that. Just
Yep.
insert that in there. Near Dark. A lot of people love this movie. Like, it's like super, super top tier love of their life status, and I respect that. I couldn't remember if I'd seen it or not, so I'm just gonna say this is my first time seeing it.
Okay.
So that's a little hard because tiny bit overhyped, because I know so many people like absolutely just gush about this movie and adore it. So I was like, not really sure what to expect. Here's the thing. I really like everyone except Caleb. And I have a feeling that is what other people feel the same. Because not our Caleb, but the Caleb in the movie sucks. But all the other vampires are fucking cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
All right.
not like it's a story that I was like, this is what I was missing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the story I was expecting. To be honest, I thought the movie was going to be all about Bill Paxton's character.
I mean,
So-
he's like the
poster.
on the poster. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the main thing.
And again, all the other vampires are so cool.
Right.
And Caleb and, well, May's okay, but I mean, Caleb and May, it's just not that.
Didn't make your day.
No!
Okay.
And I'll second that. Like, Caleb is a tool. I mean, he really is. Like,
Yeah, he's just boring. He's such a little baby.
but look, overall, I thought it was a good vampire film. Like, I don't even know that they're vampires because they are, but they're they're
Apparently
very
secure.
untraditional vampires. Let's say that. You know.
Yeah.
Don't even have fangs. So
Not much of a thing.
Nope.
and they like to play with their food a lot, but
No, they're bored.
yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. And they could probably do well with like a watch of some sort.
That time
You know?
management.
Maybe a familiar or two to like keep
Hench
watch of
person.
them over the day. Maybe
Where's their gizmo?
Yeah. I mean, because this tool that we don't like, and I don't know what the time period is, but he is basically their undoing in a matter of weeks.
Maybe a week?
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm very confused on the timeline as
So,
well. Yes.
But vampires, they do kick ass.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I wish we had more of them and Caleb's whining.
Yeah, less Caleb. Yeah.
That's Caleb, more vampire.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I have to, for the most part, concur with you guys that this film has never been one of my favorite vampire tales. It's I like producer Scott just said in the chat, like the story is there's not really much of a story, to be quite honest. It's about them driving back and forth between Oklahoma and Texas is what it feels like.
So many times.
So many times, exactly. The best parts about the movie, really, thank goodness, I think, are the direction and the cinematography and the music by far.
The
music-
Tangerine Dream.
Yes, the Tangerine Dream by far is like one of the greatest parts of the film. But the story overall, kind of thing.
Eek.
I always found this film underwhelming. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do love it and covet it, and I get that.
Yeah.
And I loved a lot of the visuals. There's some great stuff in it that is done extremely well. But yeah, as far as just an overall like vampire film,
Right.
I just find it to be like too simple. Like it's just like you guys got undone by just driving your car in the dawn. I mean, fuck people.
guess they
You've
were
been living
over
for
it.
how many years?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Lance Henriksen. You're a goddamn Confederate, whatever you were. You lived all this time, and you just like, whoops, I'm out past my bedtime.
You know what? Fuck it. We're done. We're done.
So I don't know. That's kind of my issue with it. But again, visually, sonically, you know what I mean? It's a fine film.
The Sonics were real good. So my first note here is cryptic vampire chit chat. In some vampire movies, this one is like that, where she's like saying without saying,
Yeah.
and he's kind of like, oh, we're gonna like hook up, and she's like, nah.
What?
Bye. I mean, there's a moment there where she actually repeats everything he says.
But it's the way she says it though too. He's all, "Hey, can I get a bite?" Because she's eating an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
He's all, "Hey, can I get a bite?" Like,
She's like,
first of all, just leave the woman alone. Jesus Christ.
yeah, he's creepy as fuck. Yeah, and he gets a little pushy sometimes, and then he, like, I love the part when he takes the keys and he's like, "I'm not gonna drive you home unless you give me a kiss."
Yeah.
Gross.
But it's like, how old are you though, dude? I mean, I don't
Like,
know.
well, he acts like he's about 12.
Yes, he does. So, but I mean, they're in Oklahoma, so what do you want?
Sometimes,
So,
half the time.
at that point,
I just think it's just kind of funny, like, that we all are laughing at that because it is so much like, we're in Oklahoma, we're in Texas, we're in
Yep.
Oklahoma, we're in Texas.
And
So
there's this whole other country that they could.
yeah, no, just those two states. Did you guys know, until you watched this movie, about the ancient feud between vampires and horses? And is it just
this
horses?
goes back millennia.
Is it just horses? Is it any equine? Does anyone?
I think zebras hate them more.
Zebras are worse.
Oh, yeah. Thank
That's
God they're not
interesting.
on this continent.
How did it start? The feud.
How did it start?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, you sounded very knowledgeable on the topic, so I thought maybe.
I'm just making this up as I
well, the
go along.
zebras used to be all black until the African vampires came along, and then they removed half of the zebra's colors.
The zebras.
The zebras.
Because
So,
they wanted to be
they
like
wanted their-
hella pasty white vampires.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were
Yes.
like, give
Yep.
me some of this.
Give us your stripes.
Wow. I
Look,
kind of
look
thought
at
that
you
was
now,
what
you
happened.
weird striped horse. So-
On you must go. Yeah, so I thought that was really funny. And also, I have to give credit to producer Scott. He called it Chekhov's horse. Because they showed the horse that was going to be back.
Yeah.
And it does
call.
come back.
It comes back.
Yeah.
You do have Lance Henriksen. And we love Lance Henriksen,
Well,
right?
we haven't even gotten to him yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We're going in order. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, let's just talk about it. We've got vampires in an RV, okay? We've got vampires in an RV. Lestat would never. Lestat would never. Driving that RV,
Is who?
the finest rat tail this side of the Mason-Dixon.
Okay. This side of the Oklahoma's trail.
I think so, yeah. I think he's still wearing his original Civil War coat, too.
Maybe.
I looked
Maybe.
at all those vampires, and I love them, right? I think they
Right.
fucking rock. I love them. But I was like, they must smell. Like, they all look like they stink.
Yeah. Do vampires sweat?
That's the thing.
Well, they just, they like collect dirt very frequently in this
Yeah.
group. They're just constantly covered in like dust and.
That's the thing in this movie. They're not really so far removed from regular people. It doesn't feel like.
They're hella rude, too, if you
Other
want to know
than-
the truth. Yeah.
They are like they're people.
Yeah.
But
No, but I mean, they're like
they just need
smoking
blood.
cigarettes and drinking alcohol.
Right,
and,
right.
You know,
Stealing, boosting cars.
like every night, though.
It's like Fast and Furious.
Like, and if
every
you're only
night.
going to Oklahoma to Texas, you
Yeah.
think that the police would catch on at some point?
I did
but-
agree with you there. I was kind of like, they probably need to like stretch out their territory a little.
Yeah.
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 I'm surprised.
But that's
that,
the other thing. Are there other vampires out there that says like, no, this is your
this is your range.
This is your turf, and
Yeah.
don't come on ours. Otherwise, we're gonna have to rumble.
Or maybe there's werewolves like in Twilight, and so they have to stay.
I think. I will say for the film, I think that it's Caleb who keeps screwing up their road plans. You know, like that he.
Oh my God.
They're cruising through Oklahoma. Caleb gets mixed up. They're heading south to Texas. They want to go on spring break. Life is good. And then Caleb gets involved. He escapes, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta go back to Oklahoma and get this guy because he'll turn us in." And you know, it's so,
Yeah.
and then he gets captured. It's kind of this, and then Tim Thomerson, the dad, gets involved. So it's but it's like how many damn times are you gonna be on the I-95 going back and forth? Anyway.
In my head canon, they're trying to get to Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to,
Go
you know.
go to the super hot sunny place.
Yeah.
Don't go up to Alaska or something or
No.
Canada.
They've
where
always
it's,
wanted to
like,
see
dark.
Palm Springs. And that's when they're trying to get on this wacky road trip.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. They're trying to get the Highway 10 to head west, to right into Palm Springs. Pismo Market, by the way, has joined
Yes.
us in the chat.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Pismo.
I told a lie.
Okay.
Again?
I don't like one other vampire. And that is Homer. I do not like Homer because that kid, you guys, I watched him my whole childhood in Teen Witch. Played her
Okay.
little brother, and he is just awful. He's just awful.
In what way?
He's not a good actor.
Oh, actor, okay.
I'm sorry. I know I'm like talking about like he's still a little kid, and this was 1987, and he's a grown ass man. But he's not very good. And he kind of gets like weird voices when he talks, and he did it in Teen Witch. Never able to stand him. And then I saw him again, and it was like my nemesis. I'm like, oh, it's you. Oh, it's you again. And then he's like trying to have a Claudia moment, like from Interview with the Vampire, and it's like, you are not selling me. You're not making me feel sympathetic for you. You're just annoying.
Well, and that's the other thing is he's supposed to be, I don't know how old, but like age-wise an adult at this point.
He says that he's a big man in a little man's body.
In a little man's body, but
Yeah.
then at
What
other
man
times
says
he acts
that?
extremely childish, and I don't know if that's
Arrested Development.
maybe, you know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Why did they change him?
I mean, why did she change? Why did May change Caleb?
Well, I mean, you could see maybe
She would want a companion her age.
maybe Diamondback and Jesse
Wanted a
wanted a kid. Yeah, and they bit this kid they found. I mean, who knows? I mean, for sure.
I do want to know, though. Actually, I do want to know.
Okay,
Like, I
well.
want the whole backstory
Mhm.
of all of them because I do like them.
Right,
Except
right.
Homer.
Yes.
With the
Except for
exception.
Homer and Caleb.
Well, yeah, but Caleb's, like, barely even part of this.
But you wouldn't like Jesse because he fought for the Confederate Army. So.
Well, yeah, but maybe it was a long time ago. maybe his,
Oh, okay.
maybe his heart has changed.
Statute of limitations ran out.
Sure.
I mean,
You forgiving Hitler too while you're at it?
no, not vampire. There's no vampire Hitler in this film either.
Not in this film. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write that down, by the way. TM,
Where
TM, TM.
is vampire Hitler? Yeah, I mean, could we have done without him fighting for the Confederacy? Probably, but I guess I don't know. What do you want?
Nothing. I mean, I kind of get it. It's like, you know, I mean, it makes him more of a bit of a, you know, A baddie.
Yeah, a figure.
A baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when they talk about the fact that they set the Chicago fire of 1871.
They did. So they did get
Wasn't
to
Mrs.
Chicago.
O'Leary?
Yeah, Mrs. O'Leary.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
Or sorry, Mrs. O'Leary's cow.
The
Do
cow.
you have the receipts to back that up that you started that fire? And also, so like one time you did get out of Texas, Oklahoma.
Apparently. Well, at least Severin did.
Apparently you did go up north at
Yes.
some point.
At some point they made
Well,
it.
and like, how did Severn join the fold?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like these are the characters I want to know shit about, not Caleb and his weird sister.
Why is she weird?
Oh, she's a terrible actor too. Like, we'll get to her.
Damn.
So they're
Wow.
so Caleb
But
tries
God
to
forbid
get.
I ever say something about Matthew Lillard's acting.
Yeah, but it's worse when it's American children trying to act. That's unexcusable. They need the British. The British beat the talent into them. They beat the craft into them, if you will. So there's like one point where Caleb's trying to get on a bus to like go back to Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah.
For $14. How much was the ticket?
$14.
$14.
He only had 11.
Yeah.
He only had 11. There is a crazy looking vending machine in that bus station. I'd never
Yeah.
seen a vending machine like that.
The kind where you pull the little thing out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cigarette machines used to be that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of remember in movies the cigarette machines looked more boxy and metal, but maybe I don't know. I'm sure there was different.
So you
types.
only remember hit the B
Oh yeah, you
4
gotta
or
have
whatever,
buttons.
and then
Yeah,
like the little
not this
curly key
analog
thing.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's a thing you pull it out.
Right.
you gotta
Yeah.
work for it.
You had to
It's
exert.
a workout.
Oklahoma in 1987, you had to work for that.
You had to
candy
work
bar.
for
Burn
it,
some
yeah.
calories to get some calories.
So.
In that same scene, by the
Oh
way,
yes.
in that bus where pointlessly, the cop walks up and just like interrogates the kid all of a sudden, like, you know, who are you? What are you doing here? You know, what's going on? That kind of thing. And the kid's like, I just need $3 to get home. And it's like the cop like gives him the $3, he's gone, and there's no more cop. It's like,
Yeah.
well, why?
Well, so it was
why
nice
even
of him.
It was very nice because he asked him, "What do you want?" Because
Yeah.
he's acting very strange.
And he's moldy.
Yeah. He's got blood on him.
Yeah.
And the cop just lets him go, gives him $3 so he can get on the bus.
Get
and
out
then
of
lets
my,
him go.
get out of my
But
town.
I mean, that whole scene is like, what would have been different if Caleb just had the $14 and bought the bus ticket?
Well, I guess, because remember there's the thing where the cop, like, they find out he saw him, and so that's how they get the lead that he was there. It's a throwaway line.
Cop tells
His dad.
his dad.
Yeah, that somebody made.
Or the police back home.
Yeah.
who then
Oh.
tell the dad.
But again, it's a throwaway line. And
Because
I'm
then
not
Tim
su-
Thomerson is going like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm in the wrong state."
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know.
So it's not surprising you would miss that.
No,
because it's-
no, not you say that. At the time I was watching, it was
Yeah.
probably fine, but then, yeah. Okay.
But really, what's more to the point is the whole first 31 minutes of the film is very slow,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
not slow burn. At one point, I was like, I told Scott, I was like, this feels very slow, and it's a 90-minute movie, and he paused it. He's like, we are 31 minutes in, and it's like, wow, and it just doesn't feel like it's.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I feel like the
Yeah.
whole film pretty much is on that same pace. I don't know that it really picks up very much.
For me, I
But-
feel that it did pick up with the bars. With the
Okay.
bar scene.
But again, I had no issue with the pacing of it. I just feel like the whole movie pretty much retains
Is
that.
yeah, kind of a, and it well basically whenever they feed, that's kind of when I go like, "Oh, okay,
Perked up.
now we're gonna you know."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I liked when it showed how they said just follow your instincts when you're hunting.
Yes.
You know, and then it shows what everyone did.
I like
Homer
that.
Homer fakes a bike accident, and then
That
the
was-
person
that was
like,
fucked
goes
up.
like, "You
That was-
okay, kid?"
yeah.
He's all right.
You know what, Homer? I give you that one.
Or you know, charming hitchhiking. You know, Bill Paxton.
I put in my notes: do not pick up a hitchhiker, even when they have hella nice bolo ties.
He's like, "I'd like to buy you two girls a drink."
Oh my God.
And they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, and he looks just like such a dork. And like he should have just. I mean, I know they probably wouldn't have picked him up, but like, he looks a lot fucking cooler when he's in his normal clothes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then Jesse and Diamondback, they go searching for the evildoer.
Now you see, Caleb could have learned a lesson about that. Like he's being such a baby about eating people.
That's the thing. And his very first line in the movie is, "I wish I were 1,000 miles from here." You get your fucking wish, and
Yeah.
you're just like, and you won't kill for it.
Be careful what you wish for, little boy.
I know.
Yeah. You're just a dumb child in a big hat.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly. See, you don't want to leave. You just
don't
want to go
wanna
work
leave.
the farm with your pa
Yeah.
and little sister.
Yeah, he's big talk. But
He
you can't
is,
back
yeah.
it up.
Nope.
And
Like all those Caleb's.
never met a Caleb that I liked, if I'm
true
being
story.
honest.
True story.
Just teasing. I like one Caleb. It's this one. Yeah. So I liked that where we're like looking at where do they all hunt? So we, like you said, the evildoer.
Mm-hmm.
So just and like that's what some of our vampires do in Anne Rice and other
Right. Well,
tales.
that's obvious. So I use that
Yeah.
phrase because
Like there's nothing like I mean the guy that was like going to sexually assault Diamondback. Look for those
look
guys.
for that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, eat that motherfucker.
Right.
Come
yeah.
on.
But instead, you're gonna be a fucking leech and like suck on your girlfriend.
And make your girlfriend do like all your
Yeah.
dirty work for you.
Yeah.
Ladies.
And when she says, "You could kill me," he just kind of like sits there and laughs with blood on his mouth.
yeah, ladies, do not let your man push you around like that. You're not supposed to be making all his meals. He's a
Nope.
grown up. Well, not Caleb. So then Caleb and May, their little thing is he's got to make a kill. So they go into a truck as well. More trucks. And this truck driver actually seems really nice.
He does.
But has he got jokes? He got jokes.
You also had Chekhov's semi-driving
Yes!
instructions.
I'm very,
Exactly.
and I'm really surprised that like he was paying such good attention because he was like sweating and like nervous and like, and then how do you do this?
Yeah, I felt bad for the driver because I kind of liked him. Like I thought, so
Just being nice to these kids.
I thought at some point being that they've shown an inability to keep track of time, I thought they were going to take that truck.
Oh.
And I thought they were going to, like, you know, like hang out in the back and maybe
Yeah.
have one driver, and, you know, that was going to be their new vehicle for a while.
That's
like,
a good cover.
Maybe do like a True Knot type thing from Dr. Sleep and, like, you know, crisscross the U.S., you know. In
That
this,
would be a good use
you know,
of your vampiric
disguised
time.
as a semi-truck driver.
Yeah. No, that's a good use of your time. Or stick with the RV and use that to get like the True Knot.
Exactly. That didn't happen.
No, they just trash
Because
cars.
there is only Oklahoma and Texas in this movie.
And you got to get a fresh car.
And a
every
whole lot
time.
of foreshadowing with that truck, with those instructions.
One thing that I actually thought was a nice touch, I have to say, is I appreciated that Caleb's dad actually gave a fuck about him and was looking for his son.
If I was his dad, I wouldn't. I'd
I'd be like, he's gone.
Good
awesome.
riddance. All right, I've got
Yeah.
one other kid that
Yeah.
hopefully I can train
I'm not gonna
better.
fuck this one up. But no, like I thought that was nice because so much in movies and in real life in true crime, like back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, whatever. But you know where they'd be like, "Oh, he just run off," and his dad's like, "Well, that's not good enough for me." And maybe he is with bad people. What are you doing about that?
Yeah.
And I was actually like, you know what? You're a good dad.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. And he went out looking for him. And this is before people had answering machines.
He should have left, and that's, I was just going to say, he maybe should have left someone at home in case Caleb does call.
There's nobody there. There's just horses and cows there.
But Caleb does try to call.
From a phone booth.
From a phone booth.
So that dad, of course, is Tim Thomerson.
Yes.
Who's also another, I'm going to call him a genre actor. He really isn't a genre actor, but he's one of those guys, specifically from the 80s, you probably recognize a lot of.
Trancers.
Yeah, Trancers, Jack Death and Trancers, Air America, Moonlighting, 21 Jump Street, Murder, She Wrote, Golden Girls. He made the rounds.
I'm sure.
He made the rounds.
I'm sure
Doll
I've seen
Man.
his Golden Girls and his Murder, She Wrote.
One of my favorites was the film Volunteers with Tom Hanks.
Oh, I've
and
seen
John
that.
Candy.
Yes,
He's
yes.
like kind of the main CIA bad guy in that. His name is John, and he's got his Mike knife, or his Mike knife. His knife he named Mike.
That's, yes, very funny.
So anyway, but Tim Thomerson.
Tim Thomerson, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if he had a bigger role and they kind of cut it down. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, good question. But Piz on Mark is pointing out good points that the fact that you've got kind of like an aliens reunion
Yeah.
going on
Definitely.
here with Paxton and Henriksen and the gal who plays Diamondback.
Yeah.
Vasquez and aliens. I
And
don't recall her
I'm
name.
fine with it.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I read that Cameron, because
Bigelow and Cameron. yeah.
Bigelow and Cameron were dating at the time,
Yeah.
was the one that suggested all of these people. And actually even suggested Michael
Bean.
first, but he turned it down
Michael
because he
Biehn.
said this story did not make sense.
Oh, shit. And he was right. Who's Michael Bean? Who's going to be Caleb?
No, he was going to be Jesse. Lance Hendrickson. So then
Yeah.
Lance
Yeah,
Hendrickson
yeah.
stepped in.
Oh, interesting.
I gotta
After
say I
he
like
said
Lance for that role better.
Yeah.
A little more grizzly and older.
Lance has he has so much charisma about him, and like
No, absolutely.
yeah, he's just so great. Like whenever I see him in something, I'm like, God damn it, why can't I see you in like every movie? He's like one of those people, you know, where it's like, I just like you. I mean, really like most of the cast, but
Right.
he's just really good. He's like born to play a vampire.
Yeah.
And however, in this film, the term vampire is never used
Never
or
used.
discussed
Yeah.
or mentioned. There is no vampire.
Not in this state of
They-
Texas.
they just,
Oklahoma.
they just eat, maybe, yeah, good point.
They just eat blood.
Blood,
You know,
yeah.
like we said, no fangs. There is a crucifix on one of the guns that one of them's using, so I guess that's not a thing.
Well, they
either.
also have some other vampiric tropes, such as resistance and like the
Strength.
regeneration, strength. So that feels supernatural. But
I'm wondering if there was a reasoning behind that though, or if it
Yes.
was a money saving thing, or
they couldn't pay Big Vampire to use the
make the
prosthetic.
prosthetics.
At one point, when Caleb saves them at the hotel, and he's like dashing around to get the van,
Yeah.
he's serving Anakin Skywalker very, very much.
Part three
Yeah.
3, right? Where he's
Yeah.
burnt up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very much that. Very
So
much
that whole smoking effect, though, is
Yeah.
interesting. Because the
kind of
first time you
interesting.
see it in Caleb's smoking jacket after he is
Literally
first,
smoking jacket.
where he's first
Yeah.
turned, is pretty funny because there's just all this smoke like billowing
Yes.
out of him. And I read that was achieved by cigars, a bunch of cigars connected to tubes underneath his
Yeah.
jacket.
That, you
And I
know
thought,
what?
like, ew, that probably smells,
smells so gross.
fucking bad.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's when you describe it, that's exactly what it looks like.
Right, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what it looks like is exactly what
and
they
I feel like the first 31 minutes is really we're just watching him bent over, stumbling around, going like, ugh.
and whining. Lots and lots of whining.
Lots of whining.
I can't feed myself.
One moment. I'm gonna switch feeds here.
The bar scene.
Okay, yeah.
The bar scene's rad. I love that scene. Like I said, for me, that was when the movie picked up, and I was like, "Cool, cool, cool." We're getting more of the other vampires, which is totally what I want to see. But the action was good. You get to see they're kind of like you said earlier, they like to play. So then
Tickle
stupid
me emo.
so then stupid Caleb lets his last guy go.
Can we?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, producer Scott?
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
No sound.
Oh, when did we lose that? Should we freeze? Like people think we're frozen and silent.
There should be sound now.
There should be sound now. We're just talking about the bar scene. How fucking cool the bar scene was and enjoyable. Remember when Severin he uses his spur and he like cuts the guy's neck.
Yeah, that was cool. He
And
cuts him across the face and like several times.
several times.
He's all.
It's the unkindest cut. But you know what's really cute is that he gives Caleb a spur and they have friendship spurs.
That's right.
That is true. For a little while, anyway.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And can you blame him and the other vampires for being pissed? That man gave you a friendship spur.
Yeah. And you let the dude go.
He didn't even say goodbye to anybody. He just left and acted like, well, it's not like they're going to have hard feelings about this. Caleb, hello.
Yeah, some of his reasoning or thinking just it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
You know.
So little sister Sarah promised we'd come back to her. When she's struggling in the hotel room with Homer, her face is just like, it's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. And like all of her lines are like, she does that American Child actor thing where she's like saying them really loud, but like with no inflection. I was like, she's cute enough. But again, you would have warmed my heart more had she been like really precious and talented. Sorry, girl. I had to say it.
Wow.
She's not good.
All right. She does have a little bit of a lisp. And then when Homer got around her, he sort of developed one that I didn't notice before.
These two.
And so I again, I'm not sure if he's like reverting back once he gets around. Like,
What the fuck is he doing?
I thought he
So-
always had one.
No, he doesn't.
I
No,
didn't. I did
no.
not notice it
Okay.
before.
He
But
speaks in his weird little accent sometimes, but
yeah.
He was actually kind of hard for me to understand, to be quite honest,
know.
a lot of time.
That's the same way he is in Dean Witch.
Yeah, okay.
Well, because his first introduction is he grabs Caleb by the balls and says, "My name's Homer, Homer," like spells it out.
And he's like, what does he say? He's like, say it
If you say it wrong, I'm gonna. I don't know. But I did not notice the lisp. I'm not saying it wasn't there, but I definitely noticed him talking like
It
the
was not
sister
there.
as soon as they got in the same.
Okay.
No, but it was, again, funny. Producer Scott says, how can you mess up Homer? Like,
I didn't know if they were like making a joke and calling him Boner or I mean that's
it's such a stretch.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there was more there that
Just yet again,
Yeah.
Homer ruining the fucking movie.
Poor Homer. Michael, you heard what they're saying about Homer? Jeez.
Homer. Jesse did a cool thing when he spits the bullet and puts it in Dad's pocket. That was
That was
funny. Yeah, that was good. That's good.
That was pretty cool.
You guys were reaching the climax and end of the film.
Okay, before you get there,
Okay.
can I say one thing?
Please say many things.
Okay, so I this might be like maybe the third time they go back to Oklahoma.
I can't keep track.
It might be after the transfusion, which we need to get to. Obviously,
That's important.
It's very, very important part of this movie. But there's a milk carton on the table,
I saw that milk curtain.
and it was like from Lucerne Safeway brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pink, had like a yellow flower.
Yep.
Did anyone remember those milk cartons from
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, holy! I mean, like, it was like a rush, just a huge freaking hurricane of nostalgia came blowing over from my childhood of these
Yeah.
milk cartons.
I mean, I did see the milk carton. You guys know I love to pick out little funny things
Yes.
in like sets and stuff. Yeah, I saw that milk carton. I didn't like have any ties to the carton,
okay.
Yeah.
but I was like, look at that.
they'd already changed by then.
Yeah.
By the time you were drinking
Yeah.
cartons of milk.
Like, it's also, whenever people like eat in movies and TV shows, sometimes it's really funny. Their dinner scene was one of the worst. They had like full plates of
None
food.
of them ate.
None of them ate. And then she's like, I'm
Yeah,
tired.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. What kid fucking says that? None.
Well, she's a farm child. And
But she's got a full plate. And then
Yeah.
Caleb says like, "Oh, I'll read you a story."
but he doesn't. 'Cause
Got
he's
a
an
full
asshole.
plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead
And he's
he,
like walking around with his plate.
go leaves to investigate the squeaking of the swing.
I better oil that swing. And it's like,
We're just gonna
go read a story. There he is, just blowing people off again.
Right.
Every time.
Such a dick.
He's such a dick.
I find that's one of my things too. I watch movies or shows
Yeah.
people are eating.
Yeah.
Like in Pulp Fiction, right?
Yeah.
The scene between Mia and John Travolta, like they order this food, it comes, they take like one bite, and they're done
Dick.
smoking cigarettes and doing
Yeah.
it. It's like, geez, one bite of the
They have
hamburger.
a sip of this milkshake. They have
Yep.
a
Right.
bite of the hamburger. They, and then
And that's it.
yeah.
That's
And
way-
they're
it's
smoking
way
and
too
And
dancing.
they're just like, "Hey, will you
Wasteful.
roll one of
Yep.
those for me?"
I'm like, no, come on, eat
No.
the hamburger.
Right?
You're wasting food. You ordered it. Eat it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really funny. And also, who goes to bed right after they eat dinner? That seems like poor
I would if I
digestion.
could.
I don't know. Maybe Dad Tim Thomerson just really works them like
Works
sun up
hard.
to sundown.
You know what? Maybe they barely even are like in like homeschool. Like they just are farm. 24/7
That's all they do is farm.
farm and not be
That
veterinarians.
is possible.
Kayla just picks up Sarah and kind of pushes her through the rows.
She just like chews
Gonna make them rows of corn.
with her little like I'm a mower. So who knew that all vampires need is a blood transfusion?
Yup.
Hilariously, Caleb asks his dad for one, almost like he's asking him for like a skateboard. And then he literally romps in the field with his sister. So that worked.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Who knew?
Yay.
It's blood
Is
transfusion.
let me get Lestat and Louie on the phone here,
Right?
guys.
Hey, if you, I think Lestat would definitely not want that.
Louis would do it.
Louis would totally
and then
do it though.
And then he'd
Yeah.
choose to end his life. You'd be like, girl, now I'm human, so goodbye.
What about Nandor and Laszlo? What would they do?
They would be very
Oh, no.
confused by what a blood transfusion is. What about the Lost Boys? I don't think they do it, but they might.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're just sitting on this information.
No,
They are.
I think the Lost Boys like being
Yeah, they wouldn't do
Lost
it.
Boys.
No.
But what if they just act tough like that, but really deep down, they want the blood transfusion so they can be farmers, too? You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
You don't. Go to Santa Carla, get a blood transfusion.
That's true. I mean, they all probably ran away from home, which was in Oklahoma or Texas,
Oh, my
to
God.
go to Santa Carla. And then fucking Max got them.
Fucking Max.
Fucking Max.
His video
Creepy
store.
motherfucker.
Bastard.
So
Can
another
we
thing
talk
we
about
learned.
Lost Boys some more?
Yeah, I know. So something else we learned: vampires actually fucking explode in the daylight. They burn for a while, they billow, kaboom.
That's been done as well.
It's been a while since
But-
I've seen one go up like that.
Oh, okay.
Like when Homer goes. It's like a small bomb went off.
He's like an IUD on the side of the road. But
You know what else, though? They're
What?
really bad about time.
yes, they are.
Especially when they're on a blood vendetta. I mean, they just, like...
But every night,
We
it's the
are
same
out
thing.
for revenge, and oh, whoops!
I know.
Look at this. The sun's coming up, and we don't have a plan.
Every night they're
Never.
like
Every night.
hurrying up to put the tinfoil on the window
Right?
of their car.
Spray painting the
Yeah.
windows.
They actually travel with tinfoil. Like they get it at fucking Costco.
Like apparently that's the only thing they bring is tinfoil and black spray paint.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but like it's like when you notice, oh look, it's starting to get a bit of light out here. Maybe we should start putting up the
Yeah.
tinfoil.
Maybe we should leave Caleb alone for
Right.
the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Go find a really good hiding spot. Actually, better yet, maybe have already found a hiding spot that we can all go back to.
A lair, a den.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about
A lair.
and some reliable vehicles? You probably you have a few vehicles. You clearly like them, but you park them in the den.
Yeah.
You don't have to like constantly be burning them.
Well, they're running from the law.
The law does not seem to be looking for them.
Which then leads to you being the burning thing.
Yeah.
Now you're burning. Yeah, exactly. So
You
then
know,
at the end,
they're in
everything-
Texas. They could go move into the feather room, the chicken room of the.
Oh yeah, nobody's using it. This is years later.
free.
Yeah.
Go.
Sure.
So, like we touched on earlier,
Yeah.
Diamondback and Jesse have the most unceremonious ending. It is so anticlimactic. They deserve so
yeah.
much better.
They're just like, well, it's been a good run.
Thelma and Louise.
Let's hold hands.
Yeah,
Because we're about to go boom.
Yep. I mean,
they deserve better.
just
you know.
gun the car and try and run Caleb over. I mean,
Take somebody out with you, you know?
yeah, do something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
And poor Bill Paxton just gets blowed up in the aforementioned jackknifed.
And that's that one there, yeah.
Yeah. You feel like he should have gone out better, too.
Yeah, but why did the truck even blow up? Just because it
Because it's the 80s.
jackknifed into a complete stop, so then it blows up.
That's how trucks work. That's why you constantly
I mean,
see
he's like,
blown
okay,
up trucks everywhere.
Air brake, cab brake, jump, kaboom. It's like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
How truck work, though.
How trucks work in Texas, Oklahoma, how trucks work.
And then,
know.
because Caleb's found his true love at the ripe old age of 16, we turn May, and what is she just gonna live with them now? Is she going back to Sweetwater?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Tim Thomerson got a new daughter.
Yeah, he's like, this daughter is kind of better than my other daughter. I think I could get more hours out of this one on the
Exactly.
farm. Yeah.
There's no labor laws to get in the way of this one.
No, that's basically an adult. So they live happily ever after.
They do live happily ever after.
I don't know. There's like just this weird freeze frame at the end where it's like,
Oh my God.
is she happy though?
Freeze frame. Oh, a freeze frame, 80s freeze frame.
Like, they're hugging, but
Yep.
she's just sort of like looking off into nothing.
Into the middle distance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they don't even kiss.
Do you think she's gonna need therapy? Because she's killed a lot of fucking people.
No, I think she's gonna go look for the nearest vampire to like say, please turn
Take me back. I made a huge fucking mistake. I got a transfusion.
Or go to Tim Thomerson, like, what did you do with the blood that you took out of me? Because I would like to have it back in
He
me.
probably put it in the horses or some crazy Frankenstein shit like that.
Yeah.
Put it in the chickens.
Okay.
I got me blood chickens.
So, We say a lot of things about the film that sounded fairly negative, but I mean, we did not dislike the film, right?
No.
I mean,
I
it's
just
just.
like people in the film.
I mean, again.
I thought it was fun.
Yes, we had a good time.
Just like Lost Boys, I
Yeah.
did like the fashion of, specifically Bill Paxton
Yes.
and the leather and the boots and the
Diamondback's outfit was
little
cool.
like jangle when he walks and
Jingle jangle.
because of his spurs.
Yes.
Yeah, there's just some things that the story's a little all over the place.
It is. It is
Yeah.
quite a bit over the place, but
Yeah.
but again, there's some imagery in this I like, and
Oh yeah, totally. Like most
And
of
this
it's
is like
so.
yeah.
first directing job. I've definitely seen a lot worse by first time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hold
directors,
nothing
so,
against. Yeah. As we know, there wasn't
little tiny $5 million budget. Probably
there wasn't a
not
lot
a
of
lot to do.
women getting to make horror films and direct them and co-write them and stuff. So I mean, it's definitely a feat, and for those reasons, it deserves a place in the Horror Hall of Fame.
No, absolutely. You know what I read was that she was told, Kathryn Bigelow, was told
Miss Bigelow.
after 5 days, if we deem that you are not doing a good job, we're going to fire you.
Wow.
Which
Wow.
was like, holy shit.
There's been some shitty male
I don't-
horror movie
yeah.
directors, and they didn't get told that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boo.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So hats off to Kathryn Bigelow for,
Caleb's big hat off.
working through that shit. And that was the other thing. She wanted to make a Western.
Clearly. Like, there's a
and
lot of
was told
elements.
no, like
Yeah.
no, we're not doing westerns.
There was-
Maybe you could do a hybrid, and so that's
Yeah.
what we got. We got a vampire western.
Yeah, and I could imagine the movie would have been a lot different if they'd like leaned into that, because there's those like elements of it, but you could have gone really hard into that. I mean, they might have. Well, I don't know. We just got to stop taking buses between the two states, but it would have been interesting.
Definitely a huge neo-western
The near dark that never was.
feel in this thing, but
Yeah.
any old who. Near dark. Thank you, Kathryn Bigelow.
Viva La Severin.
People
You were robbed.
of a good death, at least.
Yeah.
Just blow up and you're done because of truck jackknife without even spilling fuel anywhere.
That goes jackknife.
Jackknife to a
Punching
complete
through it,
stop
he
and it
was
blows
ripping
up.
things out. Maybe he got the fuel line or something.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or you can cut it
Maybe.
palm of wheelie.
You're right, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
I popped a
You
wheelie.
could have popped a wheelie, and Timothy Dalton could have popped out, and
And Neil would have been like, not again. Not again.
no.
I know. He just went in. Nope. Off.
Nope. Turn
Off,
it off.
done.
He texts us, we're not reviewing this film.
Yeah.
This
Done
film's
with it, so.
canceled.
Hey, are you guys interested in some Women of Horror trivia?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Then let's play a game.
Great. There you go.
Okay.
This is just such a horror show production.
So is this like we shout out answers? What do we do here?
What is going to happen? Yeah, so you guys will be playing together.
Okay.
Against the board.
Betwixt.
All right.
Betwixt two ferns.
Betwixt. I will be the house. You'll be playing against me
Oh, the house always
this
wins.
evening.
All right.
Some
Okay.
of these will be easy. Some of them will be head scratchers, shall we say. They will
Ready.
be Homer scratchers. So,
I don't want to touch him.
okay. We're going to start first.
Okay.
Because this is Women in Horror Trivia, right? This is going to be about women in horror. Starting with directors, female directors.
Okay, we're talking directors.
So I'm going to name the name of a female director, and I want you to give me the movie. The title of the movie that they directed.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Like if I say Kathryn Bigelow,
We'd say near dark.
you'd say Near Dark.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Okay.
You got to pass on that one. You did. Good job.
Okay. And it
a
has to
point.
be their horror film. It can't be.
They're going to
Is
be
it all horror
they're
films?
going to be horror films, yeah.
Okay.
Women in
Okay.
horror.
All right.
Okay, again, some of these are going to be hard, all right? And it's okay. I'll talk you through it. I'll try and give you hints.
All right.
Okay, we're
First
ready.
one, Mimi Cave. Mimi Cave. This is a film that came out last year. It had a little release in theaters, mainly seen on streaming. It made top 10 lists, including yours.
Shit, mine?
Yep. And mine, probably. And maybe even Caleb's. I don't recall.
Okay. Hold
Had
on.
to do with eating.
No. Just say no more. Say no more.
No more?
Yeah. Had
Is
to
it
do with eating.
Fresh?
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Fresh.
Fresh.
Yes. I was thinking of raw, and I'm like, no, that's older.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It was on our list. I don't
Yeah.
remember if it was on
It
yours.
was on my honorable mention
Okay.
because
Okay,
it
okay.
wasn't available in a theater.
Okay. I thought it was I thought we gave it like a week
I don't
play some places.
I don't remember. It was a year ago.
Okay, this one has two films associated with this person's name.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have to name both or get
I'm
credit for
you
one?
could because it's so easy. That's why I say there's two. Jackie Kong.
Oh,
Blood Diner.
Blood
Yes.
Diner. And I've seen the other one. I watched it on YouTube.
Okay. 2-word title.
Yeah.
The
It's like the being.
Yes.
Yes.
It is a being.
The Being.
And I liked
Woo,
that
good.
movie. You guys should watch that
I
movie.
have
You've
not
seen it?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, watch it. It's good.
Okay.
Okay. Deborah Brock. Deborah Brock. This is a sequel to a nefarious. Call it nefarious. Why not?
Ooh.
Horror film from the 80s. The sequel is a musical more so than
Oh no, I do know this. It's Summer Party Massacre 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Part two.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Deborah Brock, Summer Party Massacre Part
'Cause we've
2.
talked about that on this show too. So
We have.
yeah.
We even. Yeah, we
With spooky slumber.
We folded this fucking
did.
thing out into a
The
bed.
couch. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, we should do that again. Uh-huh.
Julia Ducournay.
That is raw.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Great
And also,
fucking movie.
she also did Titane.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched that yet?
No, but I
not.
want to.
You should really watch it.
No,
Okay.
I know I'm gonna like it because I know it's weird as fuck.
No, it's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel Talalay also has 2 films. Rachel did 2 films. Both, I think, with New Line Cinemas. She grew up in the Bob Shea family,
Okay.
which means Bob Shea, of course, was the original producer of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
So Rachel did sequels
To that same
to
franchise.
that same franchise. Perhaps one that wasn't in the former or the latter of the franchise.
Does she do
What's-
New Nightmare?
No, not that far. How about one before that?
Oh God.
Freddy's Dead, very
yeah.
good.
Listen.
Rachel Talalay did Freddy's Dead, and she also did Ghost in the Machine.
Haven't seen
I
that.
haven't seen that.
Okay.
We should watch that. I'd like to see that.
Okie dokie.
We're not doing great, but we're not doing like
No,
terrible.
you're doing all right. Amy.
Neil's holding our hand.
Well, these are hard.
He's
so-
being our maid.
Yeah,
We're Caleb. He's our
Well,
maid.
and you know what's something I've seen is this is a weak spot that we can get better at.
That's true. That is very
Directors. Yeah.
There you go. Amy Holden Jones. Amy Holden Jones
I know that name.
perhaps directed the first of a series of films of which we've already discussed. The
Today?
second one being a musical.
Oh, Summer Party
Summer
Massacre.
Party Massacre,
Because I
yes.
did remember that those were both directed by women.
They were, and
yeah.
written.
And written, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Or at least, well, yeah, probably, well, it's another topic for another day.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is given credit to the script by. Anyway, okay. This
sure.
one you should probably get because I know this is one of your favorites. Jennifer Kent. Jennifer Kent.
Love Witch.
No.
No. Fuck.
Close. It's about. I think it was. Was it an Australian film?
Oh, The Loved Ones.
No.
Fuck!
And it's about the book with a tale in the book.
Like a physical tale?
A physical tale? Not like a cat tale, but like you
the
would
book.
read it and they would come try to get the kid at night, and the thing in the book will come out of the book. If I remember right, it starts with
The Page Master.
the.
The book.
With a tail.
With a
tail.
tail.
There's no tail.
A
Nothing
story.
about
A
ta-
story.
A story as old as time. Yes.
A tail. That kind of tail. Not a T-A-I-L.
You must not read from the book.
It wasn't like a kid's book or a rhyme or something.
Give me the name again?
Someone in
Jennifer
chat,
Kent.
Someone
That's
in
the
chat
Babadook.
said the
The
Babadook.
Babadook, yes.
The Babadook.
Very good.
Oh my God, I was.
Thank you, Miss.
In
I
my-
haven't seen it, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. I,
I
have
could
no
not
idea what you're
think. I'm
describing.
thinking in my head. I'm seeing Australia, and I'm seeing
It is
him.
Australian, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm seeing the queer icon. I could not think of his name. His
Okay.
little hat.
Here's an easy one. You guys ready for an easy one?
Yes,
Mary Lambert.
American Psycho. Science of the Lambs.
No.
The
You're-
Pet Cemetery.
Yes.
Yes,
She
yes,
looked
yes,
at my
yes,
notes though, but yes, very
No, I
good.
cannot look at your
okay.
notes.
Okay, good.
Do not accuse me
I
of
thought you were
cheating.
looking down. Okay, but speaking of American Psycho, Mary Harron.
That is. Yes.
Very good. All right.
You know what? I'm
Actually,
tired, and a
Neil,
bone
I
is
believe
popping
that is
out.
American Psycho.
Actually.
Issa Lopez.
Tigers are not afraid.
Very good.
Yes.
Great film. We all
Yeah.
love that one, right?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I thought you did watch it.
No, just you and me, I think.
I thought Kelly
Oh no, I did watch
finally.
it. I'm thinking A Girl Walks Home Alone.
Oh.
Right.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
It's really good.
Guys, Jennifer Lynch.
Jennifer Lynch.
Jennifer Lynch.
Jennifer Lynch.
Daughter of course,
David Lynch.
Mr. Lynch. David Lynch. Her film involved had Julian Sands as the...
Warlock.
Nope, keep going.
Sister of Kelly,
Nope.
Sister of Kelly Lynch.
I don't know, actually.
It's a horror movie, though.
Yeah, kind of. It was in the 90s. We
Kind
played
of.
it at the Lakeside.
Kind of.
Well, you played
But
it for
taking a girl's arms and legs
Oh,
off.
Boxing Helena.
Boxing Helena.
Never seen that.
Boxing
Oh, that's a weird one.
Helena.
Is it weird, like fun? Like, should we review it?
No, it's well, I don't know. I haven't
like
seen it
fucked
since it
up
came out,
things.
but
It's not that messed up, really.
Oh,
I don't
bummer.
think you would. It's
He's
got Art
boring.
Garfunkel in it. That's cool. You know.
Hello, darkness,
That
my old
Art, yeah,
friend.
the Art Garfunkel's in it. Like he just like shows up.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. You're like, what's up with that, Art? Where you been?
He was just not busy that day.
I know.
I don't think he's busy any day. He's all Paul Simon left, and I got nothing to do.
I'm just being movies.
Meh. Okay, you guys ready for round two?
No,
I'm gonna
this is so stressful.
Okay,
Wait, there are
now.
rounds?
Yeah, round two.
Some of them a bit. Oh, we have actors
This
now?
might get easier. This is gonna be Final Girls.
Final Girls.
Not
Okay.
directors anymore.
No more directors.
All right.
We
Okay.
might actually do better at this. 'cause-
You will do
yeah.
better at this. Okay, now I'm gonna read you the name of the character. Okay, the final girl.
And we're
name.
naming the actress.
And you're gonna tell me the actress if you can, but the movie for sure.
Okay.
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 So I got both. So we'll try for both.
Okay.
All right.
Do we get more points?
You do. You get all the points for this one.
Like 12 points?
You get 12 points.
Okay.
12 points. Okay. So if I say Ellen Ripley,
Alien.
Alien.
Sigourney
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Boom. We got this. See, we are
12 points to
we are a
Gryffindor.
well-oiled machine on the Cold Show.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Bah, bah, bah,
Jess?
bah.
Final girl host.
I'm who's?
Jess Bradford. Jess Bradford.
What?
This film is considered, one of the original slasher films, directed by Bob Clark from 1974.
Oh, is this Black Christmas?
Black Christmas. Very
Or
good.
A Stranger Calls.
Black Christmas. You remember who the actress was?
Yes, it's the one that she played Juliet.
Yes, very good.
Ooh, I can't think of. We were talking about her. She's being so kick-ass these days.
Yes, Olivia.
Yeah,
Newton
Crouton John.
Crouton John.
Olivia.
That is her name.
Olivia Wilde.
What's her last name?
Hussey.
I've run out
Olivia
of
Hussey.
Olivia's.
She's being such a bad bitch. We love her.
Yep. Okay, Sarah Carter. You should know this one. 'cause
Sarah
this-
Carter.
Carter. Sarah Carter.
Sarah Carter.
Carter. Mr. Carter.
Sarah
This is a film
Carter?
that you really liked and involves women descending.
Oh, The Descent.
The Descent.
Yes.
You remember the actress? It's
Oh,
a hard. I didn't know the actress.
No, I don't know her name.
Shauna McDonald.
No, I don't know anybody's name in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good film though.
Oh, great movie. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, good one. Okay, this one you might get. It's from the 90s. Clear Rivers.
Oh, I do know what that is. Oh my god, no one say. I know what this
I
is.
wouldn't say anything anyway.
I wouldn't have got this.
This is Final Destination.
Very good.
Yes.
Nice.
You remember her name? Actress's name?
No, I'm not good with names.
That is Ali Larter.
Allie Larder.
I know that name. Clear.
Yeah, her name is Clear.
Clear.
Apparently
Yes.
clear.
Like,
Yeah, this character's name is
like
Clear.
the clean in the clear. The
Sure.
The Quick and the Dead.
The Clean and the Clear.
That's Mr. T's or no, Mr. Clean's version.
No, what was it? Barry Bonds supposedly one of the steroids. It was called the Cream and the Clear, or the.
Oh, I don't know.
Put the
Clean
juice
and
to
the
use. That's
Clear.
all I know. That's all I know. Put that juice to use, Barry.
There you go. All right. Anyway, sorry.
I already got the shriveled nads. I don't need anything else to do that. Okay. Ginny Field. Ginny Field.
Like J.I.
Is in G-I-N-N-Y. Ginny Field. This is a series of horror films. There's like 10 or 11 of them. One of them is in space.
Freddy's Dead.
Friday the 13th.
Freddy the
part.
X.
One of the early
X.
ones.
10.
No, I said one of them. I was yes.
2.
Yes, very
Yeah.
good. Part 2, Caleb.
The best one.
That's like your favorite.
I know. I don't
And
know.
you
Her
don't
name
know
is
Jenny
Ginny.
Fields with
The
a G?
actress, her name is Amy Steele.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy.
Amy Steele. She's considered one of the top in that franchise.
Freddy's
People
Dead in
love her.
Space.
That's it.
X.
Okay, I'm gonna throw you a bone on this one.
Okay.
Laurie Strode.
Oh, but that's Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween.
That's right.
Sorry, I was drinking.
Okay. Kirsty Cotton. Kirsty Cotton.
Oh, that is Hellraiser.
Very good.
I can't remember. I'm not good. I'm not good with names.
I don't know her.
Ashley Lawrence.
Ashley Lawrence.
I had to make sure I said her name Kirsty correctly, or you wouldn't have.
I want to know.
Yeah,
Who's she? I would have said.
they picked it up. Okay, here's one that you should know,
Frank Cotton.
and if you don't get it,
Brother Frank.
Uncle Frank.
Julie James.
No, I do know that. That is. I know what you did last summer.
Very
and that's
good.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, here's one. I think we should get this one. Danny Ardor. Danny Ardor. Think of the name Danny.
Like Ardor Day.
The
Don't know what the Ardor. You know more. You know her
Danny.
more as.
is it
Danny.
Hocus Pocus?
No.
Fuck.
This is from a film that came out only a few years ago.
Danny.
We are big fans of the director.
Oh my god.
He's made 2 films thus far. There's one coming out this year that we're very excited
yes,
for.
Yes. It's Ari Aster.
Yeah.
Yes, but the
The
movie.
movie is.
Midsommar.
Yes,
Yeah.
Midsommar. That's
Yeah,
Danny.
I'm like trying to think of I was thinking Hereditary, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to
Her
Hereditary.
name? I don't even remember her name. Okay. All right.
Danny.
Danny.
And of course, it's Florence Pugh.
Florence
Yeah.
Pugh. Yeah. Great.
Nancy Thompson.
That's a nightmare.
No.
Freddie.
Yes. Heather Good
Heather
Langenkamp.
Langenkamp. Yep.
How about Grace Ledamos? Grace Ledamos. Or Damas. Grace Ledamas. This is a film, again, that
That's
came
like
out just a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it involved the girl going to visit, I think, a family of someone she was engaged to. And then the games.
Ready or
ensue.
Not.
Ready or Not, yes.
Oh, I
Samantha-
love that movie. Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving,
Yes.
very good.
Great movie. God, that movie's so good.
Okay, 4 left. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus, this
Get
is
your
stressful.
thinking caps on.
This is so stressful.
Sidney Prescott.
That Scream. Nev Campbell.
Very
Jennifer
good.
Love
Boom.
Nev.
Okay, Sally Hardesty.
Sally.
Sally.
That's Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw.
And that was Marilyn Burns.
Marilyn Burns, very good. Okay, you're knocking these out. Maxine Minks. Maxine. Think
Oh,
of
God.
Maxine.
That sounds so familiar.
It's some films you like. They just came out last year. 2 of them last year. Maxine.
X.
Pearl and X.
X and Pearl, very
And
good.
then Maxine's going to be another movie, and
Yep.
that's Mia Goth.
Mia
of
Goth,
course.
very good. And finally, Alice Hardy. Alice Hardy. Think of Alice. How many screen queens do you know with the name of Alice?
Okay, is
It's the
this
most famous one.
No, okay. It's is it the fucking Umbrella Corporation?
No,
Fucking
no. Be careful, your bones popping out of your legs. So.
it hurts and
Think of
stressful.
Alice, the most famous Alice in horror movies. Not Alice, Sweet Alice either. Think of Before the Masked Killer. Before the
Friday the 13th.
Yes, Michael 3.
She must be in the first one.
Yeah, Alice
Yeah.
is the first one.
And she
Yeah.
owns a winery now.
She does. So Adrian King is
Good for you.
Alice from Friday the 13th. Part 1. Part 1.
That was so
I
stressful.
feel like
Good
people
job.
listening to us are screaming like,
Yeah.
it's Stupid.
Well, Caleb and I don't know directors, and we also don't know actors'
I don't know
names.
shit. You did all the work.
Good job, good job. They weren't easy, so it's hard when you have to sit in front of, a million people and do this kind of thing. So,
Million people.
oh,
It was a good game, though.
good.
No, excellent job.
Good
Neil.
effort. That's
Thank you.
nothing.
Thank
It's,
you.
I
you
feel
know
like I
what?
need to go lay down.
Good effort. Hey, guess what? We're done. So, as Scott says, this nightmare show can be over.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So in 2 weeks we have Caleb's birthday episode, Freeway, which is streaming on Shudder right now.
Get it.
Go to Shudder,
Grab it
watch
while you can.
Join us.
And I believe if you don't have Shudder, it is also on Tubi, which is free, so you have no excuse.
One of us.
There you go.
All right, people. There you
Can
have
we roll
it.
credits, Scott?
Roll them. Yeah, we're rolling.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
So make sure you check out Neil and I on Creature Features tomorrow at 9 p.m. You can buy our merch at our store, thecultshow.com/store. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Pod People in the Future, Miss Movie Buff Laura, Mindy Horror Movie Addict, Mark Vision Street, Space Face Macy, Tommy Levette, Gory Bits, and Pismo Mark. Anyone else we missed?
We love you guys.
Turkeys.
Thank you.
Turkey lurkeys.
Bye.
Bye.
One more.
One more time. One more time.